thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome back to the Thrift Store Rundown. If you haven't been down with what I've been doing this week, I got 2 words for you. Science rules. Those are the 2 choice words that were the entire theme this week, as we've been figuring out how science ruled in our lives outside the classroom as much as it does inside the classroom. The science of superior thrifting. And I think those 2 choice words, science rules, are a perfect introduction to our last review of the week. Bill Nye the Science Guy's great big book of tiny germs. Germs? Ew, 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 ew. But who better to teach them than? Yes, I know it's chat by heart, even though I'm a Beakman boy. Bill, 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 Bill. Quickly, in the ongoing battle of Bill Nye versus Beakman of Beakman's World, I'll always be a Beakman boy, but Bill Nye deserves just as much attention, even though he's kinda not the science guy that we all used to know and love when we were kids. Well, maybe it's not for me, because I didn't watch him that much, only in school, when we were assigned to. Anyway, in this book, you get 12 germy experiments to find out how good and bad germs work. Additional writing was from Kathleen W. Zofeld, with illustrations by Bryn Barnard. This was picked up for $2.99 from 2nd Avenue Superstore up in Union Winton in 2005. You'll learn everything from bacteria and viruses to the immune system, vaccinations and antibiotics, and how we can fight against bad types of bacteria and germs, and how we could lean more on the good types of germs and bacteria, what little good germs there are. All this is thoughtfully illustrated, colorfully designed, and meticulously photographed through use of microscopic photographs of certain types of germs within us all, plus a guide to keeping safe and germ-free. The experiments are simple to do, requiring everyday household objects in the house. You also get to learn more about HIV and AIDS. Hold it! Did I say HIV and AIDS? Yeah, I did, and unfortunately, I'm not fibbing, because that's also talked about in this book, which otherwise puts a damper on these otherwise breezy proceedings. I'm not fibbing. Here it is. Now, this book definitely leaned towards the middle school crowd, but man, HIV and AIDS in a kid's science book like this, I mean, there is a science to, sexual health, but I believe we should reserve this for the high school crowd, when kids are old enough to understand these 2 deadly diseases and how we can prevent them. So, yeah, that is some info that should be in here, but otherwise, given all the information here and how it's presented, how all the studies were performed, how they've been revised throughout history, and how you can replicate some of the experiments and studies at home with these try-this experiments, with the help of a grown-up and a few friends. I'd say overall, I gotta give it a decent score, because the HIV and AIDS thing is a little bit off-putting. 3.5 out of 5 claps. Yes, we should learn the facts, but at the same time, we should still let kids be kids. So, barring that, I still think this is a rather clean and solid book that you really shouldn't wash your hands of. That'll be all. This class is concluded. Have a good weekend, and please be safe. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the thrift side.